seems almost weekly that some yuppie Call of Duty fan comes up to me and says about some kit that's so overpowered and how there's such, unfair people online and, whatever, right? Here's my take on this, and most recently I've been telling people this. There's the hardest part of making any multiplayer game, no matter what it is balancing all your characters. In the initial stages of making multiplayer games, it just made all the characters the same. But now that you have the freedoms to go out and take your own weapon sets and your own kinds of things, it's becoming increasingly difficult to balance multiplayer games. Now, is that your problem? No, it isn't. Absolutely, that it's completely Infinity Ward's responsibility to take care of these things. But since there's so many kits that people say are overpowered, it begs the question, why not use one? Now, is it going to be the concept of the game that Infinity Ward was going for the whole time? Absolutely not. But you do have to understand that if everyone has these insane kits, and there's so many of these kits that are overpowered, maybe they're not overpowered, maybe they're just good kits. Now, I don't play Call of Duty a lot, okay? I mean, I've had a lot of hands-on, so I'm not saying that I'm one of these people that goes out and using these kits. I understand how unbelievably frustrating it is if you're playing a good game and someone comes with an overpowered kit, jumps off a building, and then just stabs you because they've got some kind of bizarro, perk or something like that. I get it. But I want to explain to you one thing for just some food for thought, and this is the Diablo theory for multiplayer balancing. Alright? Or at least that's what I like to call it. For anyone out there that's played Diablo or Diablo 2, which should be most of you out there, if you remember your character from back then, your character was unbelievably overpowered. Now, I don't want to say overpowered in the wrong way, but the thing is, when you look at these characters, you would have, number one, you would have your general skills and your skill tree, and then, like, when you got a new item, it would give you, like, +1 to all skills, +2 to, summoning skills, +1 to curses, and then it would go down the list of, like, plus this percentage to damage enhancement, plus this percentage to armor enhancement. And then, like, when you were trading in this game, everyone knows that you have to give the guy about 4 or 5 minutes to read all the freaking items you just threw at him, because it's so much stuff. So, I mean, it will come to the point where you would have all these plus to skills, that, you would have, like, 40 summons, if you were, like, a pure summoning necro, or, like, your hammers would be, like, level 30 if you were hammered in. It would become pretty insane. So, you would have, like, these characters where everyone will have these unbelievable abilities, and you will be able to do these absolutely ridiculous things and go on, bail runs, sometimes even by yourself, because the enemies didn't stand a chance. Just to give you a reference point, when you hit your skill tree, you could only put 20 points into your skills, but when you went outside of that 20 points with all your pluses, people broke 40, 50 with all the items, so things were twice as strong as they were designed to be in the skill tree. So, how does that apply to Call of Duty? Well, when you have all these people that have these unbelievable kits and have all these things that are going around killing you, and let's say there's 10 kits, well, maybe you should pick one up, because if everyone's overpowered, no one's overpowered.